Are you live? Of course, son. They only talk to us when they need us.
Exactly. Or they'll come to you when you're live and like, oh, Dad, can I have the iPad? Dad, can I have the iPad?
What's good, everybody? What's good, y'all? Come on in, come on in. We're coming live to you from the Shaolin over here in New York City. Coming at you from the burbs. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. As you already know, Facebook user, we cannot know who you are. You could kindly hang out with us on YouTube.
Let's go.
What's up, what's up, what's up? We'd love to see your face, your beautiful, wonderful face. We're talking to you today about balance. I got my main man, Junaid, with me. Yes, 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 yes. And we're getting ready. We're getting ready to talk. I haven't been live in a minute. I'm hiding in the shadows.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I see that you are. But if you're ready to come out into the light, you're more than welcome to join us. And I will go ahead and monitor YouTube here. Let's do that like Brutus. Make sure it is off. And I'll pop the chat off. What's going on, Pastor? There you are. The church guy. Man, I haven't seen Jody in a minute. Where you been, bro? You been too busy for us? Is that what's happening? Woo! We got this. We got this. I know we're busy. We're busy. We're busy. Lemon June. Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
That's great. Oh, that's fantastic, man. I love it. I've been thinking of possibly hanging out with Junaid and doing something a little different. But anyway, everybody, welcome. Thank you all for joining me. My name is Lemuel, hashtag LemDrops. And tonight, this is Unpacking episode I Have No Idea. And season 2, 3, maybe 4. I have no idea still. I haven't been live in a minute. Although the last live I did with a photography. For those of you that do not know, I go live on Amazon on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. and also on Thursdays at 3 p.m. on my store there at shop.lemdrops.com. If you want to go there, shop.lemdrops.com. And I had Junaid, my guest tonight, hanging with me, and we had just a tremendous amount of time just laughing and just cutting up on the guests that were actually on the chat rooms. But tonight, y'all, we're coming in with the first episode of What's Going On, Michelle? The first episode of Unpacking, and we're going to be talking about balance today. But before that, let me drop you guys with this ministry drop and get back to me in 30 seconds. What's good, everybody? I am with my friend, my homie now. That's what I'm going to call him, Junaid, the one and only. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Let's see what Jody says. Posting daily for the church. All right. And what else he said here. Let me see. He said, dude, Lem, you are looking so clear. Did you change camera lenses? No, sir. You know what I did? I just approached my lighting a little bit different, just a touch of different. And it's giving me some clarity, as you can see. But anyway, man, what's good, bro?
Everything's good, man. Super excited. Trying to balance. I mean, when you approach me about this balance, I'm like, dude, there might be a chance that I might have to jump out of here and change a diaper or something. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, tell me a little bit about your home life. Since you were talking about diapers, what does that look like? How many kids you have? How long you've been married?
Absolutely.
You know, if you have one wife, two, I'm not sure. I'm not judging. I'm not here to judge anybody today. But go ahead, brother.
I just got the one. Married for 15
That's all you
years.
need, dude. That's all you need.
All we need. And I've got 3 kids. An 11-year-old. He just turned 11 this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And then a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. We're still trying to get her to potty train, but nothing phases her. So like, we got to be on top of that.
Yeah, I know. Prepping for Vita, planning to batch produce content. That's what Michelle is saying. Oh yeah. I've not even had Vita in my mind. Forget about
What is Vita?
Vita is daily vlogging for Easter. So I'm not sure. You know, you're of the Muslim faith, right? So I'm not sure if the Muslims do something within this time frame. I know the Jews also do Passovers. So I'm not sure, but anyway, we take I guess it's kind of like a content creation thing, much like Vlogmas.
Much like Vlogmas,
yeah,
that
like
makes sense. Okay.
for 30 days. So you know what? I need to get back into it because I have been kind of falling off really hard. You know what? One of the reasons why, and I'll tell you what, one of the reasons why I actually am in this conversation with you is because a couple of weeks ago, my wife and we had a conversation. You know, I've been kind of like really hot with content creation, going live, Amazon Live, Let's Get Live, you know, the corporation, blogging. I started blogging for our church daily, and coming in like Tuesdays and Thursdays is my online days. So I was also, I became an admin of several communities, including Ecamm. And so I was doing some Ecamm work during these times. And then Clubhouse came in, and I'm trying to promote the idea of the giving economy. And so I need balance my diet, it seems. Yeah, dude. So Clubhouse, Ecamm responsibilities, administration responsibilities, then the launch of Let's Get Live, then the blogging daily, and she just approached me three weeks later, and we just had a heart to heart. Yeah. And since that conversation, I've been kind of looking over my back, man. Like, am I doing too much? And I've been honestly, June, I've been afraid to do anything that kind of like, you know, looks like too much. Because I don't want my wife to be overwhelmed. We have, you have how many children again?
3.
Yeah, so we have 3. You have 3. I have 4. How old are your children?
So the oldest one is 11. And then I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I have a whole spectrum.
So I have a 16-year-old. I have a 13-year-old. So we got like the almost there batch, and then we have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Oh,
so
wow. Yeah,
and you know, you're talking about homeschooling, the pandemic, all these other things, and I still have a 9-to-5. Tell me a little bit about your work life, and do you have a 9-to-5 job, or are you a full-time content creation? Or
yeah, so I do have a 9-to-5, and I try to.
We're not poor. We're rich, bro. We're rich. We're rich. We just know how to. We just need to know how to use our wealth.
We're rich with poor time management skills.
Oh goodness.
How's that?
So go ahead, bro. Talk to me.
Right. So I do have a 9-to-5, but what I've been starting to do is get up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. super early in the morning Like, all
Wait,
right,
wait, before we go to the tips part of this conversation,
all right,
because
all
I
right.
want to hear that, because I have this idea. Just give me a little snippet of what
Sure.
your your seesaw looks like also.
Absolutely. So I've got the 3 kids. My responsibility is to put the youngest one to sleep. And besides the full 9 to 5, the kids are going to school. I'm doing lives as well, just like yourself, right?
Yeah.
Doing Facebook lives, Amazon lives. I'm just trying to get into that. Doing now that I have LinkedIn lives, I'm doing LinkedIn lives, right?
You're a
And on
glutton for
top of
pain.
that, we just we just started a 30 days video challenge
Okay.
over on LinkedIn
Okay.
where there's 40 members. So they're looking to me for technology tips and tricks, how you use software.
Yeah.
So now I'm like rolled into that as well. So I'm like, okay, let's see how we're gonna balance. I gotta go
Yeah.
comment on 40 people's videos.
Right.
Like, hey, you did an awesome job. Go like check all that out over on LinkedIn. And it's just a ton of fun, right? There's so many things. And then of course, I also want to
We are already getting overwhelmed just talking about it.
just
Right?
talking about. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's the next thing.
You're like, oh god.
I'm like working on my
So
home
what do you
studio,
do?
like
What do you do
adding-
as a 9 to 5 if you have the a 9 to 5
Sure.
still?
I am a user experience designer, so I am sitting in front of a computer, designing interfaces for enterprise applications, mobile applications, websites, stuff like that. So that's the main pull, or that's what I've been doing for the past 20 years.
20 years. And do you have any community responsibilities?
Community responsibilities.
So for me, for instance, for me, I work as a visiting nurse. So on right now, the way I've done it is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is packed doing my nursing work. And now let me tell you something. It's not something that I fully enjoy. That I'm like, hey, I'm coming out of the house doing it. So I'm all like, I'm trying to go out as late as possible just to meet these things. Like today, I just came back maybe about an hour and a half ago from visiting patients. So I have that. Then on top of that, I have ministry, which I call community, right? So I have ministry, I have church responsibilities. We have Bible studies on Tuesday nights and Thursdays, prayer meetings on Fridays, and then Sunday for service. And then obviously the content that I write, because I'm crazy. And we're reading the Bible now, chapter a day, and I'm blogging each day.
Oh my God.
For each day for those scriptures. So yeah. So anyway, your community involvements. Do you have any community involvement? Any community responsibilities?
Yes. So I
Shout
am
out to the
the
nurses.
scoutmaster for the what is
You're
this?
really a
It's
glutton
mute.
for pain.
I'm trying to mute this microphone where it is.
You're
Maybe I
good.
just. All right. So I'm a assistant scoutmaster for the Boy Scouts. That my son's been a Boy Scout or Cub Scout for the past 5 years. This
Yeah.
is his 6th year. Now he's a Boy Scout. So there's some community work there. Spending time organizing stuff and balancing that stuff. So like, okay, every Monday night from 6:30 to 8 o'clock, we're doing scouts, Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And then
I appreciate you
Since-
being here, bro. I appreciate that.
I could hear it in the background. You probably hear it in the background, my kids screaming. And then my wife, she's also full-time worker, right? So we
Yeah.
both work full-time. It's like, okay, it's your duty to put the kids to sleep. And here comes my daughter. And so it's a handful. So around 4:30, I'm like, okay, I can't do anything past 4:30, but sometimes we're like, okay, that's how we do it. She
Hey,
wants to
baby.
say hi.
Hello. Hello. This
Oh, she can't hear. Sorry, got headphones, right?
That's all right. I actually, bro, it's funny because my kids, I'm in an office that has like a door with like 2 windows that open, like a Venetian window. I don't know
Yeah.
what that's called, but it opens up. And my third daughter, my 6-year-old, has learned to open the window and actually open the door, even though it's locked. I have my oldest right now. I have my oldest right now. She's so cute. I hear kids balance
They
it,
just say
bro.
hi.
Hello
She's
there.
like fixing her hair now. But yeah,
See, that's the
funny.
reason
And
why. That's the
I've
reason why
got
Uncle Lem has a
the
beanie
Uncle
on,
Lem has a
so he
hat
doesn't
on.
have to
He just has to fix his hair.
doesn't have to fix my hair.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a single door in my office that I can lock.
Yeah.
But then again, people would be coming at the door and knocking at the door. It's like, Dad, why
And
are
then
you live?
then you'd
Why
have to
didn't you
come
tell
up and
me?
open the door.
I want to be in the video.
So, all right. So, all these complexities really kind of bog down to the time. And it's not like we were there when
It's all
God
about the
decided there
time.
was going to be 24 hours, We weren't part of the equation. We weren't part of the committee. He decided, here's 24 hours. You got 7 days to use it. 7 of 24 hours, and now use it. And then you have to have sleep. You obviously have to you have to have relationship, with your wife and your children. All these things are like just such a juggling act in order for us to work it out. And actually, again, the impetus for this conversation tonight was because my wife and I spoke about the imbalance that was happening, and that she felt that I was always here. And there was always a time, I don't know about this, Junaid, I don't know if this is kind of resonates with you, but it feels like, at least for my wife, it feels like every time I go live, it's like my hobby, It's not like I'm building anything. It's like, oh, you're always live. What are you doing over there, And I'm like, babe, I'm working. I'm trying to establish something here. This is something fantastic. I'm trying to get our name and our networking in there so that we can go into the future. And yes, I'm working a 9 to 5, because she thinks that 9 to
Yeah.
5, I shouldn't say this, but I feel that's what I should say. I feel like she sees 9 to 5 as work, and this is like my playground,
hobby.
This is
Yeah.
my hobby. This is my playground. And I tell her, yes, I enjoy it immensely. And that's why I want it to work. I want this thing to work so much because I enjoy this. And if I can make money and be able to enjoy what I do, then we're really kind of doing what life is supposed to be, right? And be
Exactly.
able to provide freedom and be able to help people advance and also change the lives of other people. And so this is my thing. And just the kind of like the wedge that the 9 to 5 and the content creation and the business aspect of everything just kind of wedges together. I feel like there's more of a leeway if it's like legitimate business, quote unquote, if it's your regular business versus an online business like this. And it becomes like, does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. 100%, man. Totally. Because if this is a hobby, it needs to be it needs to be making money for it to be worth spending
Yes.
time on, right? And then the example that I give is, when you went to college, were you getting paid? You're building that experience
Yeah.
for what, right? You get a piece of paper, but you spend 4 years or 2 years, depending on what level of expertise you want to build, so that's exactly what it takes to build an online presence, a
That's right,
personal
Michelle.
brand, right? It takes
Yeah.
2 years. You're spending it. You are putting some money into it, but you're also putting a ton of time.
So
So
I heard
that's what I equated to.
I heard Grant Cardone once said, balance, it's a myth, right? So I've actually wanted to like set it up. Is balance a myth or is it a mystery, right? Are you actually ever going to find real balance, especially when you're working? Especially when you're trying to do this, So a lot of the guys that have made it, the places where we want to be at, where they're financially solvent and they have freedom because of their finance, and that's where really we want to be at, right? We want to find freedom when it comes to our finance. We're not, I don't know about you, we're not looking to be rich. We're looking to be able to help people with the wealth that we can amass and be able to find freedom in the process. So they're saying balance is a myth. You're trying to achieve something that is inachievable in the season that you're in. What do you think about that?
I think he's onto something, because like the church guy mentioned, If something's in balance, it just means that it's not moving.
Mm.
And life is something that is
That's so
constantly
good,
changing.
bro.
It's constantly moving. That's Jody, right?
Yeah, that's
Um,
Jody.
it's so powerful. So
What's
balance
good,
is
Jody?
truly a myth because we're always growing.
I'm
We're
gonna
never
use my
standing
favorite.
still.
I'm gonna use the favorite
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Yeah,
a
whatever
favorite
that
thing.
means. Go ahead, brother.
So yeah, it's so important to give everything the attention that it requires in the time that we have, right? Even with work, you can't be 100% at work either, right? Because that's going to burn you out. So you
Right.
got to take those mental breaks, take those mental health breaks, go out. So what this is doing is it running a hobby, something like this where you're doing live, where you connecting with people, where
Yeah.
you're teaching, you're experimenting, you're activating the other side of your brain, your right side of your brain,
Okay.
right? So that I think in one way that is a balance because you got to balance your brain. You can't be all analytical all day long. You need that relief.
Yeah.
So that's where this comes in, where we're being creative. Either you're in the shop building something, or you're. It's always a moving target.
Yeah, and Jody said it. It's incredible what he said. He said the tightrope walker is always moving, shifting, changing to find balance in the moment. Um, yeah, and I mean, there's so many aspects of it, right? Because you want to
Yeah,
be good at almost everything. You want to be good at everything that you're doing, whether it be work, you want to put 100%. Whether it be
yeah.
relationship, you want to put 100%. Whether it be your wife or your children, you want to put 100%. But I mean, you're only 100%, so you can't have 100% of everything because then that's 500%. And there's
Exactly.
no such thing, right?
There's no such thing. You can't say, okay, you can have my arm today, and tomorrow you can have my leg. You can't have all of me.
I mean, can you
So
can
yeah,
you share a little bit, Junaid? You know, we have some other guests that are coming on later on,
yeah,
part of this conversation. So please hang on. We got a few more people that are coming through to talk about this conversation, talk about
yeah,
this
absolutely.
quote unquote issue, if that's the word. But can you share a little bit some of the imbalance you have faced trying to achieve certain of the things that you're trying to achieve right now? In fact, tell me what you're trying to achieve when it comes to content creation and to your business, and
Hmm.
what has happened to kind of kind of like
Shut it down.
it kind of give you that I don't know if this is ever gonna happen. If you can be honest,
Of
which
course,
of
one
course you
hundred
always
percent.
are, but maybe transparent is the better word.
So my kid needs an iPad right now because I'm about to go and talk about something.
This is
Um, this is balance in real life, my
this
brother.
is it. That's why we love it, right? Because this is
Yeah.
actually, in fact, some of our guests, the ones that are gonna come in, be like, "Bro, I can't come in until this time because I've got my kids ready. I just can't jump in. I want to. I'd love to stay there, but uh,
Okay, hold on one second. One
hey,
second.
Lam, did you know the great content? This must be
You
one
that's-
of the Is this Miss Diana? I don't know. Who is this?
So
Yeah, go ahead.
here's what I've been trying to do for the
Yeah.
past year or 6 months
Uh,
is number one, launch a course on how to set up your home studio.
okay.
And what that requires is number one, you got to do research.
Right.
You got to sit down and do it yourself. So
Yeah.
it took me the time to build the studio out, and I'm still tweaking. And I was like, oh, I can get it all done in one weekend. But guess what? Weekends belong to the family.
Yeah.
They don't belong to you, brother.
Right.
They don't belong to you. So that's something that has taken me 6 months to like even get to a point like, okay, now I have something down. I
Yeah.
have an outline I can like read off of. Here, you want to share something here? And then of course, we have family we have what do you call that? The responsibility as a
Yeah, yeah.
father,
Uh-huh.
right? So you got to put your kids to sleep. You got to make sure they're fed, they're eating, they're sleeping on time, and then they're up on time. And then of course, then I basically feel like I'm always sacrificing my time to do that. So I was like, okay, how do I solve that?
Yeah.
Like, well, let me just, it took me a while to even come to terms with that part, with the part of me being okay in, all right, this is how it is. I just gotta go through this and figure out how I'm going to come across. Like for the past 3 weeks, I've been trying to launch or finish this landing page. And of course, I have ADHD too, right? I'm always moving to this to that, and on top of that, I'll do like different random projects because I just added a swing in my backyard. And you want to show the swing in my background? So I've got a swing back here. Can you show them? So she's got a little swing back here that's hanging off of the top mount. So I'm like, okay, I'm just a little bit. I'm like doing like five different things, like five different projects, a little bit at a time. It's
Right.
moving slowly. But what I realized that any time that I can like just spend one day and focus on one thing, I'm able to accomplish that. But again, it's not easy. Like because being ADHD or being somebody who's attracted to shiny objects, right? We're always experimenting, right? We're like,
Yeah.
oh, what is this gonna look like?
Yeah, yeah.
So experimenting. So it's like dad brain.
I love it. I love it.
Do you want to tell them about what we did today? Come on, they want to listen. They want to hear what you're up to today. No? All right, she's shy.
No.
So that's basically where I've been living, man.
Look at
One thing.
what Jody said. He said the need for desire for progress creates ingenuity.
Yeah,
You know,
that's powerful.
and trying to balance it all has become it's so difficult. So part of the reason why I have you here and I have the guests coming is really I want to learn from y'all. How are you balancing it? So go ahead and tell us about your 3 a.m. That's part of your balance, right? Is that
That's
part of your
part of my
balance,
balance.
or
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
just the time that you are more effective, or it's just like I have to learn how to be
this
more
is this is
effective?
how it works, right? So I can't stay up late because I put my daughter to sleep, and when I do that, because I've been up so late,
Yeah.
I gotta go. Yeah, I fall asleep too. So I ended up waking up at 3 a.m. because I go to sleep at 9. Go to sleep between 9 and 9:30, and so I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna sleep because if I do, then I'm gonna wake up at 8 a.m. and then I have to do work.
Yeah.
All right. So
You're good, bro.
so,
No,
so I'm like 3 a.m.
this
I'm
is
gonna wake
perfect.
up,
It's so perfect.
start work.
It's so
This is right.
perfect. It's so perfect. I love it.
And this
Jody,
is
thank
they
you for hanging
know
out with us,
this is the
brother.
best time to ask for iPad too, right?
Yeah. It's like you're
What
in
is
my
an
head,
iPad? Can you
dude.
tell them what
Squirrel.
an iPad is? Because they want to know. They're here to learn from you. It's like
They have no
my
idea
dude,
what
squirrel.
balance sounds like. It's just like it's daddy. It's my time right now. There's no such thing as
That's right.
balance, dad.
That's right. Yes, exactly.
So all right, go ahead, bro. Tell us about your craziness or your crazy idea and how you're making it work.
So I'm getting up at 3 a.m. and so it gives me some. Hold on, let me find an iPad. Maybe we'll have 5 minutes to talk.
So yeah, everybody. So this is part of the conversations that we're having is really trying to understand. Oh, that's what happened here. Where did it go? Oh, like it is. and trying to get to that place where we are finding
Battery.
balance. And the conversation is really, for me, the conversation starts because this is actually new. Now, obviously, for me, ministry has, I've been pastoring since I was 22 years old. I'm going to be 46 now, so that's 24 years. So that's always been a part of my life. The children, when we had the two kids, it was a lot easier. I also had a job. I never got into this other area where it's like, okay, I'm doing business now. I'm also pro photographer, but the pandemic has, I shouldn't say it has stopped me. I just did not put any focus on trying to build clientele for this season. I've not marketed my photography business because in the beginning of 2020, I actually pivoted my business to meet higher end clients. And with higher end clients, you need to be networking, and the pandemic really shut down my networking. In fact, I actually bought two pairs of tailored suits in order to go and grab a hold of these high-end clients with disposable money. But the industry pretty much shut down because of the networking possibilities was shut down due to COVID. And so what happened? So I just stopped pursuing photography. But most of my photography was on Saturdays. It was Saturday from 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock. It's all day long. Photography is like 10 hours. Even an 8-hour day is an all day long event, right? Are you back, Junaid? You back? All right. So
I'm back, yeah.
So I had the photography, and thankfully I did not really pursue. I only have one event this year, and that's in July, a wedding event that I'm going to be shooting. Otherwise, I have not been marketing myself in photography. So that's even something. If I started marketing myself for photography, that's a whole it would literally be team no sleep. Like, and you know what the thing is, this is not all for money. Like some people think, oh, it's for money. No, a lot of this is for enjoyment, for building future. You know what I'm saying? So This is all for advancement of what we're trying to do, to get ourselves advanced, to establish something for our children, ultimately, so that we can give them something in their future that they can give back to our grandchildren, and hopefully provide a life for them that is suitable and that is also enjoyable, right? So I have all of these things. When we had just the two babies, it was easier. Life was a lot more fluid. But enter the content creation, enter this need to like feed the beast, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like literally, if you want, I haven't dropped a video. I don't know about you, but I have not dropped a curated, edited video in like 4 weeks. I've been going live, but I just have not given myself the chance to edit anything. And even that's really where I'm like looking over my shoulder, like, should I even do this? Because then you know what happens. You do the video, I present the video, I record the video, then I'm going to be up 2 hours. I do all my editing on my phone. So I'm going to be 2 hours editing on my phone. Sure, I'm going to be sitting or laying next to my bride. But what kind of conversation is going to have? What kind of conversations is we're having? We're going to have we're going to be in the same room, but have no connection. And so all of these things are like, and I'd love to talk to somebody who's actually have a high counts, high level commitment to their YouTube channel, with a 9-to-5, with a ministry, with a business that is not YouTube, and also with a family, right? How do you balance that, man? So talk to me about what you're doing right now. Hey, Facebook user, I have no idea who you are, but welcome.
Facebook user is Jefferson Geronimo.
Hey, Jeff, my brother from the Philippines. Hop on at Lem Drops on YouTube, brother. We're all over here enjoying ourselves.
So here's how you do it, man.
I'm scared. Don't sleep. That's what you're saying.
No. Tim Ferriss puts it best.
Who?
Tim Ferriss.
Tim.
He wrote the book.
Yes.
4 Hour Work Week. how is he working only 4 hours a week, right?
Mm.
It's about bringing a team together that can help you do the boring stuff. I mean, I love video editing. My goal was 2021 was to post a video every friggin' week. I haven't posted in 5 months, right? Right. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, and I'm telling you, the goal is to hire somebody to edit my videos.
Yes.
I don't have problem recording the content. I've
Yeah.
got 3 camera angles
Yeah.
that when I'm recording, it's recording 3 camera angles
Yeah.
for my video.
That's right.
Somebody just need to put it together and give it to me so then I can post it on YouTube, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm finding more and more. And in 2018, when I started my podcast, I basically got myself fired because I was focused on editing podcasts, right? So like, all right, I need to hire somebody, because initially they were like, no, you got to hire somebody to edit your podcast, or you're going to be spending hours editing your podcast. I'm like, no, I got this. I ain't spending money on that. But what's funny is that the time is time is a thing that we don't get back.
Yeah.
The money we do. So I ended up hiring a editor. I've got a virtual assistant that helps me with the production part of the podcast, and all the time that I spend.
There it is.
They're released.
There it is.
Here they are. Maybe your kids can talk to my kids over here.
Oh god. All right, so build a team. Go ahead.
Yeah, you build a team. You hire the people that you feel connected with. Collaborate as well, right? Because that's gonna help spread. That's gonna give your 24 hours now becomes 100 hours in one day, because now you got 2 people, 3 people, 4 people working for you, and you don't even have to hire somebody for full time. That's the power about it, right? You can just literally have somebody editing 5 videos for you.
Michelle said, I shot so much video on Saturday. I have not even downloaded it. Let's not even talk about editing. She hasn't even downloaded. Forget about editing.
Did they find the enigma?
Yeah, exactly. I've got all my content recorded on this external drive, right? The ATEM. But I was like, do I want to look at it? No. And with this 30 days of videos challenge, I'm like, I'm just going to record a short 1-minute video, post it on LinkedIn, and be done with it. So either shorten our process, or I don't even know. Yeah, build a team. And because the other thing is, we love experimenting. We love doing the creative part, because that's editing is creative. Creating these nice looking overlays, it's all creative. So we love to do that. So maybe bring in a team to do the stuff. I don't even know where to go there. Go from there. They want to come in. Right? That's right. I stopped locking my door. I'm like, you know what? Just come in. It's okay.
I have my daughter's supposed to be taking care of them, so I'm not sure what's happening right now. This is the life. This is the life that my teenagers, they're upstairs, and they don't mind. They don't mind me. But the little ones, they're like, "Oh, Dad's on live. I'm gonna go." And and that's the thing, right? Because you can't you're trying to build a team with your children and babysitters, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Exactly. It's interesting. I like choosing to cheat. Jody said earlier, choosing to cheat. It's a book that says in order to do anything, you got to cheat something. If you want family time, you cheat work time. If you want work time, you cheat family time. So apparently there's a balance. Or you hire a team like the digital Buddha. He's got a whole team, right? He's built stuff up that's helped him make that happen.
A good cake is the yummiest part of a birthday party.
That's right.
My
That's
wife
right.
just came in, and she is part of the team. She knows. So what I've done also, and this is something that I think we can all, I think agree, and that is, I'm putting it down here right now, and that is schedule your time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Schedule your time. And for our spouse, one of our guests, actually,
my wife's calling me right now.
for those that did not know, we had Alicio ready to rock and roll with us tonight, and he just
Sweet.
hit me up. He said, "This night is not shaping up for me to jump on, bro. Just got home and nowhere close to being settled." I love it.
Yep,
It's just, it is perfect that we're talking about
It's a
balance,
perfect,
and
right?
everything
We're
is
talking about
falling apart.
Yeah, my wife's calling me and texting me. She's like, "You got to put the kids to sleep, so then, so then I can work."
Oh,
And my
man.
daughter's here sitting on the iPad, right? So this is real life, guys.
This is
exactly-
live. This is real life live. That's what it is. But listen, the thing about it, the thing that I'm really working on is actually scheduling, because in order for me to feel like to build a team, I have to have everything structured. I have to know exactly
Right.
what I want. I have to know exactly how my look is supposed to be, and I have to find the people. So even that process takes so much time. That's another
yeah.
job on top of the
Absolutely.
job that you already have. And yes,
Yeah.
it's seasonal. That job is seasonal. If you can get that thing right, then it'll actually open you up for more time once you build a
Yeah.
team, because then you can just send it. Hey, I've downloaded it for you guys. Go ahead and chop it up and bring it back to me and set it up
Yeah.
all together. You don't have to even set up your own YouTube channel for yourself. Once you have a team, you could set it up. But finding the right person, vetting the right people,
Exactly.
measuring the amounts of money you have to spend, investing, all these times have to begin. It's another job on
It
top of the
is.
job that you already have in content creation, building
Yeah.
a team. But if you can do that, that's beautiful. You'd be able to really make it work, right? I'm trying to get my
Yeah.
daughter to probably edit, but I don't know how that'll work, So I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm trying to reach over to my relatives in the Philippines. Like, any one of you guys know how to edit? And they're sending me all these edits, and I'm like,
I don't like the edit.
so I'm like, not quite.
Sometimes you have to give up control. Sometimes you have to give up control too, right? Because that's the hardest thing. Like, I was like, no, I'm gonna edit my own podcast because I like the way I edit, and then I just had to give up control. I'm like, okay, this is how I recorded a 15-minute long video. Like, this is how I edit my audio.
Yeah.
Just follow these steps. Did
Did you find a good one? Did you find a good team member?
I found a good team member. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
No.
right there is difficult to do.
It is.
And obviously the balance of the finances and all these different things.
Yeah.
And obviously, we all understand that. I think, not that I think, but Michelle pointed it out. Having a good team will actually make you money. So,
Oh, yeah.
being able to produce content consistently will bring about the subscribers, will bring about the likes. People will begin to understand and know when you're going to come on, how you're going to come on, what your videos look like, because your team begins to feel you out and they begin to
Yeah.
do things for you, and you actually build a good team. So when you build a team, yes, it's an initial investment, but ultimately it's going to make you money. That I know.
Exactly.
But finding the people is very difficult to do.
It is. But that's why you can either, there's multiple ways. You can even have a recruiter or some kind of recruiter, or once you find the first person, you both get in line and like, okay, we need to find somebody that's going to do this, and this.
Right.
and then having processes in place too, right? So that helps. So every time I'm working on a process or creating something, first I'll go through it one time, two times, like, okay, this is exactly how I want it. Then I'll record a video around it. I'm like, okay, this is written down in stone, and if the process changes over time, sure, I can update that video, but then again, that becomes a starting point for somebody else, a starting point for
So
somebody
it was
to
Diana.
go.
I know
Yeah,
it with the CV1.
it was Diana. I went and looked.
But let's
um
now for me, this is where I'm at currently, the schedule aspect. You know, I am not a strong communicator with my
mhm.
wife. I kind of just do my thing and kind of let it be. But when you're in a partnership, and any partnership, but especially marital partnership,
Yeah,
your spouse needs to know what's important and what's going on, so that they don't expect for you to be available a certain time
yeah,
when you're in your mind you think I'm not, and they should understand. And I think it's very poor on my end to like make her know, hey, these are the things that I'm doing when I'm doing it, as opposed to
reschedule it.
like, what are you doing? Why don't you know I'm gonna go on live? And you're like, no, I did not know. I thought you were off today. You know what I mean? And so you have to go and take a look at your schedule and be like, okay, this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna have to share this um this schedule with you, so that
Hmm.
we can be in the same place,
Yeah,
so that you will know that, hey, at such and such a time, this is that. What do you think of that? I mean, I'm
that's
that's what I'm
I
learning.
this is what we started a couple of years ago. It's like, let's have a shared calendar, because my son had some activities, and he's doing soccer, he's doing football, he's doing all these different activities for both of my kids. So we're like, all right, we got to have a shared calendar. So you put stuff down on the calendar, I put my stuff on the calendar. We both know what's happening. So I created shared calendars. So if I have podcast recordings, they get added to that same shared calendar. So then it blocks off my calendar
What
for
are
other
you what
people.
are you using for your shared calendar?
I'm just using the iCloud. Both my wife and I, we both have iPhones. So we just created a home calendar and then shared it between the two of us. So anytime we're creating new events, if there's a party, if there's something that we got to go visit family, everything's going on the calendar. So these are outside activities. But what I have still been failing to do is put down or time blocking calendar events, like from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Well, that's a work time, right? So
Hmm.
be- from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., don't bug me, because I'm going to be in my zone and working on the stuff. Or from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., I'm going to be working out or outside doing work. So scheduling things like that is super important. Like, she's taking some exercise, so she has that calendar event on the calendar, like from 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. She's going to be in this thing. So now it's my duty to take over the kids and what like stuff like that. So again, I'm right there with you. I suck at being communicated and communicate. Hey, honey, I'm gonna go live and at 8 p.m. tonight,
Right, right.
because we're gonna talk about balance. What it is to be balancing between.
And she's looking at you side eye like,
Like, what? The world doesn't need to know about this. Only we do.
and
Right.
that's where
So
we get in trouble with, like, oh, because you enjoy it. You don't have to really do it. But you don't have to really do it. You're doing it
yeah,
because you want to do it, not because you have to do it. Uh,
exactly.
but that's the beauty of actually this kind of business, and this kind of networking, because the things that you do, you just never know who's listening. You just never know who's
Mhm.
consuming the content. You just never
Yeah.
know whose life you're changing, and who you're giving value to. And soon enough, you will realize, hey, the more I do this, the more consistent I will be. One of these days, I will hit hit a point where I actually make a mark,
Mhm.
and the thing that I enjoy becomes something that now feeds me back. The thing that I've been feeding for however many months or however many years is now turning around and feeding me back, and that's
Yeah.
where we want to be. And I want to share with you the last one that I feel like we all need in order for us to be balanced, and that is
Oh my God. No, I can't be disciplined about this. You can't make me. You can't make
dude. So one of the things I've been trying to do is trying to flip my time, right? Because I am a late nighter. I'm part of Team Sleep, the Team No Sleep.
No
I'm part of
sleep,
the
yeah.
Team Late Night. The Team Late Night duo. Diana and I was we were in one room at 2 o'clock in the morning clubhouse one time, and Diana was like cracking up at me, throwing jokes, I was throwing shade at me, and because at 1 o'clock I was trying to introduce Keely to how the clubhouse worked, and I was doing a full tutorial.
Oh my God.
And I had my whole tutorial voice on, like, yes, right on top, you will see your profile, and right next to the profile is where you.
Were you
will,
recording
yeah,
it?
and it was not even. It was just so like I have to be professional. Keely, this is the first time she's hearing from me. There are like 3 people. Miss Felicia was on there. All our most of our late night crew was up there.
Yeah.
Chris is saying, the champion is saying consistency. All right. So I was up there, and it was all late night, and Diana was just like, she was just laughing at me like, there's Lem trying to do a full tutorial on Clubhouse at 1 a.m. and he sounds like he's ready to drop off into. I was there. I remember this. I feel welcome. So,
June saying he was there.
it was hilarious, yo. It was truly, but I'm trying to flip the script so that I will do early the things that I would do late. So when you said I'm starting to wake up at 3 o'clock, that's kind of like where I feel like the bumper was starting to turn around. I was going to go to sleep around 9:30, where I was going to sleep at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Jude knows. Jude and I would be chatting. He's in Hawaii having dinner, and I'm chatting with him like he's watching the 10 o'clock news, and I'm like editing at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, "Are you still up?" So I'm trying to flip the script because I want to be able to, while the kids are still sleeping, be able to do my relationship with God and trying to build that up, making sure that I'm getting that together, put aside, building my blog for the church. And with Let's Get That Live, I'm gonna start blogging because it seems like I've been chosen as the writer. So now I have to begin to blog about all these other things, and I have to write. This is March, right? So this is my goal, or my plan for this is to turn it around, and it's already almost 9 o'clock, so it's supposed to be nighttime. I haven't eaten yet, so
yeah, man.
I'm supposed to flip it. I've been good for 2-3 days. I was able to wake up around 6:30, 7 o'clock, got myself started, got everything working out, and pushed out before 10 o'clock, and got to work. And I got myself, kind of like in that swing. Then I slept at 1 o'clock, and I went back again. And this is where discipline really comes in.
Yeah, it does. It does. You're absolutely right. It's hard to calm the mind and say, okay, from this time to this time, I got to focus, because that's my problem. I can't focus. And, you have to go outside of the house to do the work. I'm inside the house to do the work. So I really have to focus on the work part.
No, bro. When I'm outside, I still need to focus, because I'm like, I'm on the side of the road editing stuff. I'm on the side of the road doing Facebook. And instead of finishing an hour's worth of visits, I do it in 2 hours, because I'm sidelined on the corner trying to figure out. And then because I didn't sleep the night before, I have to pull over and take a nap in Brooklyn. God forbid somebody just jacks me. I just man.
Yeah, that's all sorts of trouble. So yeah, it's it's not easy. But once you start building that schedule a little bit at a time, and then you can, focus. Okay, I think a something that I've been toying around is having an accountability partner, somebody that knows your calendar. Like, okay, this is what
This is lemon juice. Lemon juice. Lemon
Lemon
juice.
juice. This is what Lem's
It's going to be
supposed
a
to
new
working
show
on
called
this
Lemon
week.
Juice. Including Lemuel and Junaid together.
Yes. Right. So somebody like you're supposed to be working on this. How much did you get done? Like I'm on the mastermind for the past it's been a good 8 months. So every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. we meet up. So I was like, hey, how about we do like an account? Like there was already something, but I was just way into too many different things. So they're like, all right, Junaid, we're gonna ask you, have you done it yet? So somebody's saying, wait, it's that lemonade.
That's right, lemonade. Junaid,
Junaid
lemon,
like
and
lemonade.
aid lemonade. There you go.
Thank you, June Kang. It's June 1 right there.
June 1.
Oh man.
June
Love
1.0.
it. Lemon juice is lemonade.
Lemonade, yes, lemonade. We're going to be going live going, hey, everybody, this is Lemonade coming at you. Lem and Junaid. That's great. Look, we already have the background ready for us. There's lemons dropping already.
See, June just woke up. It's what time? It's what
I
time?
know,
for
right?
them?
It's still Sunday for them. They haven't caught up with the rest of the world. They're still celebrating the
my
Black
God.
History Month.
Black
We are in
History Month,
March
that's right.
celebrating the women's history. And so, anyway, discipline is just
Once you get it, you get it, right?
Look,
not easy.
June saying you might be onto something. Lem, I feel like, bro, it's Monday 4 p.m. like forever.
Monday 4 p.m.
Oh my
Nothing
goodness.
else that cameras me. What?
Yes. Oh, that's my Filipino crew, astig talaga. Sa camera ka mismo natatingnan, hoping na mga budget din ko. He's saying that I'm actually just looking at the camera. That's what you call the teleprompter, with the help of my June aide, literally telling me get the Lilliput, and now I have the Lilliput, and it's no longer upside down. Now I have it perfect, or sideways, or what have you. But let's close this up, man. It's 9 p.m.
Yeah,
It's normally an
9
hour and a
p.m.
half, and my bride just came in from her workout session. Your bride is about to break down the door
Yeah.
and
She's
say, "I
like,
thought
"Why
you
are
were
the
talking
kids
about balance.
sleeping
Can
this
you be
time?"
balanced right now?" Yes, Jeff. Yes, I figured it was you. Yes. So build a team.
Schedule your time.
Schedule your time, and become disciplined.
Yeah.
All right.
Let it sink in.
Let it sink
Take a
in.
deep breath.
I'm actually hosting tomorrow. I'll be hosting with a few others at Clubhouse. I don't know if you're available. Here it is again, right? We're back at the grind.
Back at the ground.
I did tell my bride earlier today what my schedule is going to look like tomorrow, so she knows now. But I'm gonna be in Clubhouse talking about this very thing. Just balance
Nice.
options. How you balance your life, your family, your business, your ministry, your community involvement, your pursuit for content creation, your pursuit of your dreams, as well as now your family, your
Yeah.
love affair with your wife, your involvement in your children's life, and as well as being part of a task force that is working every day, 9 to 5, doing what it is that you need to do, getting that kind of established money, and for
Exactly.
today, while you're trying to work for future money in the future. So, I'm going to be talking about at Clubhouse at 11 a.m. in the Let's Get Live Clubhouse room. So make sure everybody joins us there. And I'll be live also at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
We're live tomorrow at 8 p.m.
3 p.m. tomorrow. I'm
3
going to be
p.m., okay,
live
that's
with
better.
an equine or a horse photographer, actually. So she's a pro.
Ooh.
She's from Germany.
Nice.
She's going to be sharing some of her tips. I'm going to be live on Amazon. That's shop.lemdrops.com. I'm going to be live there. And then at 5 p.m., I'm going to be hanging out back here with the Amazon bros going deep dive with Amazon Live, talking about Amazon Live. And then at 7 p.m., I will be live with my church family talking about all this stuff. So, y'all, I'll be all day long. You will find me live someplace.
Nice.
And I'll try to
Love it.
find some place to eat, put some food in there, and then maybe get a chance to hang out with my bride. I've got to make sure that I get some sleep in so we can start also the blog.
Yes.
I still have to do today's
Yes.
blog, Junaid. I did yesterday's blog this morning. I still have to do today's blog so I can catch up. And then
I didn't post my
get
first day
crack-a-lack.
video. I didn't post my first day video for 30 days of videos.
So
Already
maybe you
going
can
on
chop
a
this up,
negative.
bro. I'll send you the file. You chop this up with whatever it is that you want to do and send it out there. I talked about balance today.
Yes. Go, 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 go. Love it, love it, love it, man. This is awesome.
And of course, I gotta begin to map out. I'm gonna be actually hanging out with David Blackman tomorrow, our partner in Let's Get Live, and we're gonna be discussing the future of the business, some of the aspects of the business. So it's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. I'm not gonna stop. So we're ready to get going. I feel my help coming because of my scheduling. That right there, bro, just sharing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to build a team to make sure. If you didn't see all my subdomain links, did you see that? I had like 21 subdomain links because I got the IG, I got the Twitter, I got the IG for Lemdrops, I got the
Yeah.
IG for my church, I got the IG
Everything.
for the memes. So I got 3 areas that I have to do, plus the Twitter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, somebody help us.
So
Please.
all day, all live. So I think one thing that we can do is, number one, start the process of elimination, right? How can we eliminate
That's good, bro.
to focus on one thing?
Yeah.
One thing I remember listening to Steve Jobs or reading a book, the number of times Dave said no to a product enhancement, right? Because they're like, no, we're not building that product yet because
We're not ready.
we're not ready. We're not ready to focus our mind to that area. But when they do put the time and money in it, they surpass everything out there. So take that lemon, squeeze it, and make some lemonade. Right? That's one process. We're not trying to make a salad out of one piece of the lemon. You gotta. Oh my God, totally.
Man.
So yeah.
And you know what's funny, bro?
This would be beautiful.
I have this buymeacoffee.com Lemdrops, and I have it $15 a month for monthly membership and $120 a year for the annual. And one of the people that I've helped, actually, David Blackman, my partner in business, also my friend here.
Yeah.
I helped him do some of his lighting and some of his camera work, and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna go and give to you." And he subscribed to be a member of
That's awesome.
Lemdrops. The problem is when he got there, he's like, "There's nothing here, bro."
Why are you sending me to an empty store, bro?
And I'm like, oh no, I even totally forgot about the membership part of that area. Oh my goodness. And so now I have to create content for that. I have to figure out how I can benefit those that are wanting to be members, because I have the proficiencies. I have the lighting skills. I have the interview skills. I have the people skills. I have the camera skills. I have all these things that I could actually benefit people. And people have come to me and I have consulted them and how to make things work, and they have become better. And so people want to return, much like David said, I want to go and give something to you for however you made my my image work. And unfortunate for him, there was nothing there.
Nothing there, sorry.
But David, we will fill that up, man. I will be a good content creator for you. I will help you and all the members that come. And for those that are wanting to give today and support me and give me buy me a coffee, please do so. Would love that. We'll appreciate that. And June, bro, you are the best, man. We got to think about.
We got to think about the lemonade show.
I know, right? We got to think about that, bro. Because we've been having fun. Didn't we have fun? Dude, when we did the Amazon Live, it was so good.
So the question is, do we eliminate everything else that we're doing and focus on this?
No.
What are you talking about? We're going to do all of it.
That's right. Hey, the first thing is build a team. Once we build a team, we can do more. We could multiply ourselves from finding a good team. Don't like mine, BMAC, nothing there. That like mine. Miss Diana. And then Miss Diana, obviously, she goes and says to me, it says to our group while we were on like FaceTime with each other, she's like, Lem, take a look at my buy me a coffee back end. And I'm like, thanks a lot, Miss Diana, because she's just she's just a consummate professional. Miss Diana, she is such an incredible human being. She is hilarious. I mean, let me tell you something. One of the things, if I would ever give up I would give up everything but my ministry, and let's get that live, because the people there, India, Doc, Diana, David, I mean, the wealth. If I've found the pack, that's the pack. And it just gives me so much joy. I want to make sure that we all succeed, because I want to see them succeed, and I want to see us succeed and help people. And just been an incredible blessing. Jody said the Lemon June's show. No, brother, the Lemonade show.
The Lemonade show.
The Lemonade show. Oh, man. Once again, thank you all. June, you want to say anything else to anybody?
Oh, man, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share a little bit of slice of my crazy life. And we all have crazy lives. So spend the time that's going to give you the most joy and the most love back. I think that's really, really important. And that's where we're trying to get to eventually.
Yeah, so let's go through the three things that we discussed here today. Junaid and I we made this up.
We made it up.
We made it up in preview mode from Ecamm. Check out my affiliate link. Ecamm.lemdrops.com. Check it out. 14-day free trial for their pro level. Ecamm.lemdrops.com. Anyway,
yeah, guys.
We did preview mode to build this beautiful pattern here that we see. Build a team, find the right people to help you out. Schedule your time. Make sure you communicate that schedule with the people that need to hear it. Specifically, if you're married, to your spouse. If you have grown children, to your grown children, so that they know that dad or mom is doing something that is building them. And even share with them your vision, your dream, right? I mean, that's what we share with them, your dream. So they are part of your dream. They're not apart from your dream, but they're a part of your dream, to make sure that, hey, we're doing this for us. Yes, I enjoy it. Yes, I'm primarily the forefront of what we're doing and what I'm doing here. But ultimately, the result of what I'm trying to build is for us, is for the future. It's for our wealth, and for those people that we touch and their lives and their families that we build together. So schedule that time, communicate it with your spouse, communicate it, whether it's calendar events, whether it's a digital calendar, or whether it's a physical calendar. Talk to them, spend some time, maybe even schedule a time to schedule a time. Hey, babe, on Sunday nights at 8 p.m., you and I, we're going to talk about our schedule for this coming week, so that we can all be cohesive. Anything in between, let's do that, right? That's a good idea, man. I'm glad I'm thinking about it. Hashtag Lem Drops. So, yeah, schedule a time to schedule a time. find some time to do that, and then obviously you just have to become disciplined. You just have to follow everything that you say you will do.
Yes.
And
Follow through.
make it happen, because I think Phil, not Chris Gloss, the champion, said it right. He said consistency. Right where is there is our brother. Consistency. And all of this stuff will
I
only
gotta jump
work
off.
if there's the boss. So everybody, thank you all. Junaid, you're the beast, man. You're the
Yeah.
best need. There is Junaid. This is it. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.